Yeah, I don't own the rights to this music, just something I'm listening to. So I did a video earlier today. I went live talking about mental health, right? Mental health really affects your cranium, right? Your cranium. For me, this is what mental health is about, okay? Mental health is about consciousness, right? It's about a God consciousness, right? A Christ consciousness. Now, a lot of people will think that God is a noun, right? Person, place, or thing. But I choose to think of God as a verb, as in an energy source, right? It is neither he nor she, it is both. It is masculine and feminine combined. It is all the corners, north, south, east, and west. For me, when I think about it, north and south, there is the masculine polarity, up and down. East and west is the feminine polarity, okay, for the horizon. Now, everybody's been talking about how mental Kanye is, how mental he is. That man ain't mental. That man is, his soul is trying to wake up and sprout, right, throughout the ground, from the ground, and bloom and grow. And he knows that what he is around is just evil, right? He feels it, but he's struggling with it. And he's 43, which means he's a Gen Xer. So am I. Now, the one thing I thought was really crazy in psychology is that they break everybody down according to the generations that they were born in. You got Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z, the millennials, the boomers, whatever. Since it is a study of the mind, I have read many accounts of all the different generations and all the different studies of psychology, right? Study of your brain, i.e. your cranium, Chronos, i.e. your Saturn. Because Saturn, if you're looking down, you need to break it down into numerology, and in the Kabbalah, it is the planet at the top for like wisdom and order and karma and dharma, right? Okay. Now, what I also know is that everybody comes into this realm of reality with certain planetary placements. Your sun sign, most people know, right? You know which star system you came in under, right? We all know. Me, I'm an Aquarius. So it's like, you know your sun sign. Your sun sign rules your ego. Your moon, which is for your mother, rules your emotions. Wherever your Mercury placement is, that's how you're going to communicate. And your Venus, whatever's in your Venus, that's how you love. Okay. Now, most of the Gen Xers were predispositioned. We came in with this fantastic placement in our chart to have a long life, right? We were always predestined to live long. We also come in where we look a lot younger because if we take care of our bodies, it'll age well. Okay. So the Gen Xers, we're the generation that got flooded with the drugs, right? We were the generation where they kind of really started to break apart the family, right? They broke it apart. Now, I am privileged to say that I had both a mother and a father, although there were issues going on from the stuff that my father had, just because I know that his soul and his spirit was way more advanced than what it should have been. And so he struggled a lot with a lot of things, a lot of ideologies, theology and theories, with a lot of myths and mythologies. And so I am thankful that I had the kind of father I had. He was the chemist and the mad scientist. My mother was the poet. Now, I ain't saying our relationship was perfect. No. But what I choose to take out of it, because I spent a lot of time in therapy, right? And because there was a point in time in my life when I really was very just anger, right? Angry. And I didn't know how to use that anger. But what I learned on my quest is that my anger is my fire, it's my creativity. And when I started to learn down and break down the chakra points, it is like your flame, your internal flame of what moves you. And The way I see anger is this, like if you allow it, it will help you to change something somewhere in your life. Necessity is the cause for all inventions. So for me, it caused me to go on a fantastic journey. And I don't for 1 second, not for 1 second, do I regret it. But I get tired of battling with people in my age range about just take your meds, just take your meds, just take your meds, just take your meds. And I'm like, well, why are we the generation that was taught to suppress at an alarming rate? So if we're the generation that was taught to suppress at an alarming rate, what did we end up teaching the generation after us? A lot of them, to me, in my opinion, are the data processors. They have the ability to, if you give them something very valuable, like a mustard seed, right? They are able to just fire, right? And it's beautiful to see, and they become this magnificent like flower, and they just bloom. And I have seen and been able to encounter many, you guys make me so happy, bloom just from me giving them one little seed, one little mustard seed that I know that I have been carrying around. Sometimes was one I carried around, a mustard seed I carried for 7 years, right? To give to one person, and I had no clue who it was. And Spirit kept telling me, I'll tell you, you'll know, you will know. And so when I was able to sow that seed, I was so very happy, and to watch that seed grow is magnificent and beautiful to see. So if you're going through like things like bipolar disorder, it just means that your consciousness is split. That's all it is. Bipolar disorder. That's how I see it. You're struggling with the realms of reality of your conscious and your subconscious minds, and trying to figure out the difference between the nouns and the verbs and all the ideologies that you were taught. And so your consciousness has been split. But the beauty in this, if your consciousness has been split, is that you have the ability to try to piece it back together. But trying to piece it back together, you have to go down. Man, you got to take a trip on the dark side, man. There's no other way. And then the movie that I started to look for healing in movies, and one of the movies that I did a lot of healing from was Dark Crystal, and also from the Star Wars saga. And just writing notes and certain things and how it made me feel, and just staying on my path and keeping my what I did to heal a secret. Shh, I didn't tell anybody. Because if you try to tell people what you do for healing and how you see mental health, they're going to tell you, oh, just take a pill. Why the hell do I want to medicate? If life is grand and beautiful and wonderful, why would I want to medicate? Question mark. Now you have a whole generation of junkies, right? Who are prescribed this from, as I call them, the largest drug dealers on the planet, the pharmaceutical companies. Okay, so if you're going to sit up here and turn a profit on pushing drugs, why do you come down so hard on street pharmacists? Oh, wait. If you're struggling with something as a mental illness, that is your spirit trying to call out. It's telling you, hey, I want to grow. Water me. Feed me. Don't stunt my growth. Don't let me rot in the small cell you stuck me in, or the magic box, or the magic square that I say that a lot of us are in. A lot of people are rotting in their magic cells. I just decided to stop rotting. But psychology really is just the study of the mind. Theology is just study of theories. There is no such thing as a demon. What's a demon? What's a demon? The things you choose to not face, the things you choose to turn a blind eye to, the things you choose to suppress, those are what become the demons in your world. Not speaking your truth, not standing in your light, not anything like that, that becomes a demon in your world. Listening to people who have no clue how to help you becomes a demon in your world. The children I think that are so beautiful are the children, the ADD children, and the ADHD children. These children, you know what they study them for? because these children come in with more psychic abilities, they come in with more innate abilities, they come in with more intuition than any of us will ever be able to access. A lot of them, very much a lot of them, struggle with English. They struggle with English. They don't like English. They don't like the system because it's only operating at 50%. What they go off of is feelings, right? Do I feel comfortable around you? Do you have a good heart? If they can't pick up on that, they really don't want to deal with you. So for me, all the ADD and ADHD children I've ever seen love me. They love me because they love my spirit. And I'm able to put to words what they are feeling, because a lot of times the parents don't understand them, and they feel that the weight of their children, thinking that there's something wrong with their kids when there really isn't. These children are a gift, and they are a blessing for us, to help us to get into more vast forms of communication, like telepathy, right? Because me, I go off of what I feel. I go off of what I feel. I go off of intuition. And if I can look at someone's picture and someone's profile and someone's energy signature, and I can feel power from them, right? I'm going to gravitate towards them, because I know what I'm looking at is raw, untouched, probably misguided power. And I've never been wrong when I felt that, right? I've never been wrong. I know power when I feel power. I do. And it's beautiful when you can pick up on that. But mental health is nothing but your spirit and your soul saying, hey, I decided to come here, right? And why am I in this box? We need to remember what it means to be human and what the body is, right? This is just your vessel for your soul, right? I tell people all the time, I am a soul and a spirit having a human experience. And Earth is hard, okay? Earth is hard, according to all the other planets and all the other cosmos and all the other realms of reality, right? This one here is so low, it's unreal. We all decided to step into mission. Plain and simple, plain and simple, plain and simple. And it's up to you to know which line you hold. Pull your line, hold your line, and get in alignment to whatever it is that you were called to do. Mine is cranium, it's Kronos, it's Saturn. Because I am ruled so much by that planet, it is unreal. So this right here, my cranium, my Kronos is amazing. Not only that, but this whole virus is impacting our brain. It tells you that. Coronavirus, COVID-19, and what are they trying to push? Because see, right now, this time, Saturn is like, oh, no. You are not going to be able to use me anymore for your evil deeds. I'm breaking free. I have paid my debt. I want Dharma. Even the planet that rules karma doesn't want any more karma. Saturn wants Dharma. Saturn wants all that is good. So, if you feel moved to do something and you don't know why, just move. Right? Move. Because Saturn, aka Cranium Kronos, needs you to help break down this virus, whichever way it is, because it's a virus of the brain. Come on now. It's a virus of the brain. We all know it. So it's either you can choose to operate out of fear, which after you watch what's going on with the pedophile rings, you know what fear does to you. The Time Lords are waiting to feast off of you. Or you can pick a side and you can say, you know what, F it, I'm finna sit up here and go for it, right? I'm going for mine. Because I ain't finna get crushed. You can't eat my soul. You can't have me. You can't have me. You can't have mine. You can't have nobody that's in my tribe. because we have activated our spaceships and we're ready for battle. So, come on, guardian angels. Activate your earth dwellers so that we may help you rise and help Saturn to get to his Dharma. Slay the Time Lords. Slay the Time Lords.